you guys, it's Nicole, and I'm here with my 15-week pregnancy update.
I'm not.
And don't be surprised if you guys see a 16-week update within the next couple days, because I am doing this video pretty late. So I am actually 15 weeks and 3 days today. So technically I'm right on time for my 15-week update, but I've always liked to do like my new updates like on the day that I turn that week. I don't know why, I just prefer doing it that way. And Aaliyah's in the room today. Usually I film by myself so we can have some quiet time, but we've got Aaliyah in here today. Sorry if the lighting's weird. I usually film during the day and it is dark outside. It's not even late. It's probably like 6 o'clock and it's dark outside, but yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into the video. I forgot my computer and I wanted to tell you guys like how big the baby is because I forgot mine because my notes are missing, so I don't know. So hold on. Actually, I just remembered. I remembered how big the baby is, so I don't need my computer after all. This week, baby is as big as a navel orange, a large navel orange, which is, I don't know, that feels pretty big for me, or feels pretty big to me. So this week my symptoms are, I have been getting like really dizzy and I've been getting a lot of headaches lately. So I've been like really trying to stay hydrated and all of that good stuff, but I've just been like pretty dizzy. I'll be at work and just all of a sudden I'll just feel like super lightheaded and feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna be that girl that just freaking like faints in the middle of nothing for no reason and makes a huge scene. So that's like my worst fear right now, is that I'm just going to faint. But that's also like just like a fear of mine for like before I became pregnant, is like fainting in public. I've been feeling pretty good. The nausea has basically subsided. The only time I just feel really not good and feel like nauseous is when I have waited way too long to put something in my belly and I am starving. But that's also kind of like hard because I still have really bad food aversions. Like basically I'm not craving a whole lot this pregnancy, it seems. There's not a whole lot of foods that I'm just like, oh my god, like I am craving this so bad. And I remember with my last pregnancy with Aaliyah that I craved like so much food. Like there was so many different foods that I was like, oh my god, that sounds so good, I just want to eat everything. But this time around, like food just does not sound very good and it has to be something specific. I honestly haven't been eating that healthy. I should be, you know, watching what I eat, but like when I find something that sounds good, can I have some of that, please?
Yeah, I got this.
Water.
I got you this too because he said you're starving, hungry. So I'm just gonna sit that right there.
I don't want that, but thank you. Can you close the door, please? When I get to that point where I'm like, oh my god, feed me now or die, then I just feel nauseous and not well. I start to get really hot and sweaty and it's just not a good time. Also, my skin still sucks. I thought that it was getting better for a while and maybe it is getting a little bit better, but it's still just like, I have never had so many under the skin zits as I've had when I became pregnant during this pregnancy. And like just my skin just sucks, and it's like not even just like acne. Like if I like wipe off all my makeup, like my skin is blotchy, like it's like discolored and just looks hideous. I look disgusting. I've also been extremely hormonal. I have been feeling a lot better this week when it comes to my depression. I have not been feeling nearly as depressed, but I feel like that has a lot to do with the fact that I have been forcing myself to stay busy and productive. And also, I'm really excited. If you watched my last video, you know that I was talking about like becoming a distributor for It Works and also starting like my own little doggy daycare. And I'm not really like taking the It Works thing very seriously. Like, I mean, if somebody hits me up and wants to buy something, then I'll sell it to them. But really, that is not like something I'm spending all my time and energy on. But I am super stoked about the doggy daycare, and I did get approved. I think in the last video I was waiting to be approved and waiting for my background check and all that. And I did get approved and I got my first booking. So super stoked about that. I was so over the moon when I got, you know, somebody actually messaged me and was like, hey, can you watch my dog for 3 days? And I was like, yeah. I have been really emotional though. Like I just want to like cry over everything. Everything makes me sad. I have to be really careful about what I read and watch on Facebook, because if I see something too sad, or not even too sad, if I see something moderately like sad or just like you know, like even happy, like I just like feel like I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna get stuck in that like emotion, you know, I'm gonna get stuck in that like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch more sad videos, you know, and then I'll just be like watching more sad videos and be like, oh. That's how I feel. So that's how I've been feeling this week. It's just super like cryy and emotional. I've also like, it's been really hard for me. I don't know why I feel so damn clingy. I think it's because I just never see him anymore, but Sean is always at work and our schedules just don't work out to where I ever get to see him. And so that makes me like really emotional. It makes me like want to cry really bad. Moving on. We gotta move on. I'm getting myself stuck. But okay, so my next thing that I'm gonna complain about is that's what I feel like these symptoms all are, is just like things that like suck about pregnancy. My back, and this is like, if I could like number off like, you know, the crappiest like symptoms from like the least crappiest, this is definitely the crappiest. Like I am like having the hardest time with this, but my lower back is absolutely horrendous. Like it hurts so freaking bad, guys. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. At first I was thinking, and this is the thing, is like at first I was thinking it was strictly because of pregnancy, and I was also thinking that it was because like I got told when I went for my last ultrasound that my uterus is or not my uterus, my placenta is attached to the back of my uterus. So the lady said that it was like basically on my spine, like it was really close to my spine, and that's exactly where I have like my pain. Like I'm gonna demonstrate. Pain is like right here. Like it starts here and it feels like a pinch. That's how it feels like when I'm sitting up or when I'm standing, is it feels like a pinch, and then the pain just like, it feels like it's pulling, you can't even see, it feels like it's pulling down my leg, and that's how it feels like when I'm standing up. And then if I'm standing up for like a long time, like if I work an 8-hour day or I'm on my feet at work or whatever, which, duh, I'm on my feet at work, but, it just freaking hurts. Like, it gets worse and worse and worse, and then by the end of the day, when I go and I sit down, and, if I'm sitting down for a while after I get off work, and then I try and stand back up, I literally feel like my back, like right where I showed you guys, like, I feel like I'm going to break in half at that point. Like I am like wobbling around the house because I feel like my back right there is just not going to support the rest of my body, and I feel like I'm just going to break in half, and it hurts like no other. I have to take a hot bath every day, and sometimes that doesn't even help, and sometimes I get stuck in the bath. And every time that like I'm laying in like a half lay down position, like if I'm like this for too long and then I try to get up, like, I can't. It's not happening. It is not freaking happening because I feel like I'm literally stuck. And then if I try and, like, move my legs to, like, turn over on my side to get up, like, still not happening because it just hurts so bad. Even when I, like, move my legs, like, it's like all I can do is just, like, you know, kind of like yell in pain as I'm trying to like stand up because there's nothing else I can do. I'm just stuck until I get my ass up. And I thought, I was thinking originally that it was because of where my placenta is and where my placenta attached to my uterus and blah blah blah. But then Maggie was telling me that she has the same back pain and that she has the same thing where like her lower back. And I remember like before I got pregnant and all of that, then Maggie one day had to stay home from work because she literally could not freaking move because her back was so messed up. I'm thinking that me and Maggie might have like some back issue or whatever that, you know, didn't really become a problem, because for me it's never really been a problem until I got pregnant. And I had the same issue with Aaliyah, but it was not nearly as bad and it didn't happen nearly as soon. I remember being 5 months pregnant with Aaliyah, and if I laid on like a hard surface, like if I was laying on the floor or like a hard like mattress or whatever, then it was like impossible for me to get up, and it was the same type of thing. I'm only 15 weeks. Like I'm only 15 weeks. I'm not even 4 months yet. And my back has already gotten to the point where it's unbearable sometimes. So those are the symptoms that I remember. Like I said, I lost my notes, so I could be missing some things, but those are the ones that I remember off the top of my head for this week. I've been craving pizza, like mainly I've been just craving pizza, but it has to be a certain type of pizza. I have been craving, do you remember those little crappy cardboard pizzas that we used to get in the lunchroom at school? And it was elementary school from what I remember. I don't remember getting it in middle school or high school, but in elementary school, they used to give us these crappy little pizzas that were like in a tray. They were like super soft and super delicious, and that was what like made me fall in love with pizza, was those little things. My mouth is literally watering right now thinking about it. I want those so freaking bad. When I saw somebody post this picture on Facebook, then I literally like was just like, oh my god, 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 that's exactly what I've been talking about. Like, that's what I was telling you guys. I need this pizza. Like, they need to sell it in the stores. I need to find like a similar pizza or something. So I'm gonna try the lean cuisine pizzas and see if that does me any good, see if that's anything similar, but I need to find these pizzas. Yeah, my other cravings is I just can't get enough water. I can't get enough like juice, any type of liquid, milk, like I'm craving all sorts of liquids. That is my update for this week. That's all I have. So yeah, like I said, don't be shocked if you guys see my 16-week update come out in a couple days, probably a week, more likely a week. You guys will see that. But yeah, I'll be 4 months pregnant. That blows my mind. But I'll show you guys my belly, and then we'll be done. But yeah, I feel like my belly is like so much bigger at 15 weeks than it was with Aaliyah. And I'll show you guys a picture of like my 15-week belly now and my 15-week belly when I was pregnant with Aaliyah. Like, look at that difference. But yeah, I'm definitely gaining so much more weight with this pregnancy. That's another thing that I forgot to mention is I've gained almost 15 pounds within this pregnancy so far. My pre-pregnancy weight was 125. And the last time I weighed myself, I was 139. So that's a little bit, you know, interesting. But yeah, that's all I have for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!